guys, it's your girl Naturally Nata here. I'm here today to do a eyeshadow tutorial and a review of the new Morphe 3502 palette. I've had this palette for a few weeks now, but I have never used it because I wanted to use it for the first time on camera today. So I have my complete base done. My eyebrows, my foundation, concealer, my powder, my face is set. So this is what the palette looks like. Morphe now has like a whole new branding type thing that they have going on, so everything is more simple, more sleek, just Morphe, not Morphe brushes. The box is a lot different also. It's called 3502 Second Nature, and I love this red stripe on the side, the black, gray, and red. That's really nice. And it says blend the rules, which I guess is their new slogan. So super cute. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. I have taken a peek at this palette, but I have never used it. This is what it looks like right here. Beautiful. When I first saw this palette, I was like, no man, like I have the 35.0. I'm going to show you guys a side-by-side comparison in 1 second, but I was like, I have the 35.0, like this doesn't look that different. But when you put them both side by side, you can see a huge difference. Like, I love how now they give you the names of the shades. They actually named all 35 shades this time. They're not on the palette, still no mirror. Love when they name the eyeshadows, but I would love if they were already on the palette. If you film tutorials like I do, it's cool to just be able to look at the palette and know what shade you're talking about. But that's fine, at least they named them. That's a start, and hopefully one day we'll get a mirror up here. I love the range of shades here. Still a whole bunch of browns, a whole bunch of transition shades, but we also have these beautiful pops of color like oranges and reds, lots of golds and coppers. My eye immediately goes to this whole second row right here, especially the latter end on this side, which I think I'm just going to focus on these oranges and these reds. Like, that just speaks to me. That's beautiful, and I think I can do something cool with that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to focus right here. Yes. That is the shade Fire. Love it. Oh my gosh, yes, look at that. That is the shade Sauce. Love that name. Before we get into the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and show you a side-by-side comparison of the Morphe 3502 and the Morphe 3502. You paid attention to when I just showed you the Morphe 3502 and now opening this one. As you can see, this one is a lot calmer. There's a lot more browns in this one. Like, it's a lot more boring. And when I first saw this Morphe 35.0, I was in love with it. But then when you bring this into play, both of them have a crap ton of browns, which I wish maybe they could have incorporated a few other types of colors besides all these browns. I mean, these browns are like enough transition shades for like a lifetime. But as you can see with the Morphe 3502, the pops of orange are a lot brighter. It has a lot more orangey colors, a lot more warm tone type colors. This one definitely takes it up a notch. I definitely like this Morphe 3502 a lot more, and it also has black in it, and this one does not. The Morphe 35.0 also has a lot more like cream shades, lighter colors. This one I think is more bold. As I said, I'm going to focus on these oranges right here. I want to do all color. I don't want any brown. I'm going to go right in with some type of orangey shade, and I believe I'm going to start with this color right here, which is the color Ablaze. Oh, okay, and I took that too high. All right, okay. We can recover from that, don't worry. That is extremely pigmented. I should have, like, I didn't do that. Okay, don't do what I just did. Fix the problem. I blended the crap out of this transition shade. That color is extremely pigmented, which is not a bad thing. The color is beautiful, a nice like It's a little darker than I thought it would be. It's a reddish, brown, orangish, all those colors. So I don't mess up my makeup and so I can get that nice cat eye that I always love. I put some of the Makeup Revolution banana powder inside of the cap, and I'm going to take this Maybelline sponge. I love this sponge. As you can see, it has like a nice sharp edge. I'm going to dip that into the powder and press it up under my eyes, like bake up under here, so I don't get any fallout on my face, and so it will carve out our eyeshadow. So next I'm going to go into the shade right here. This is called Heat, and I'm going to just basically put that in the same area that I put the first shade, right on top of it, just to deepen up that color just a bit, tapping off the excess. With the shade Fire. This might be my favorite shade in the palette just from looking at it, and I'm gonna basically put this a little bit deeper into the crease. Ooh. As you can see, we are getting very spicy. Going back in with a little bit of Ablaze, and I'm going to just blend everything out. That was the first orangey color that we used. If you watch my makeup tutorials, you know I love cutting the crease, man. I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Medium Beige, and I'm going to use this to cut my crease. What I do when I use this to cut my crease is I just put a little bit right by my lash line. To set that down with a bit more of the banana powder. Normally I would not set it, but I'm finding that my eyeshadow looks better when I do set the wet concealer down instead of putting eyeshadow on top of wet concealer. To take this little bitty brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to go back into Fire, which is the reddish shade, the very bright red in the palette, and I'm going to basically clean up the line in the crease between where we cut it and the rest of the eyeshadow, so it looks nice and precise. Look at that. And we're going to of course blend that line out, so don't worry, it's a little harsh right now, but we are going to blend it out. Decide whether I want to go in with Sauce or Ruby, so I think I'm going to do both. I'm going to do Sauce on the first half of my eyelid, and then I'm going to do Ruby, which is this beautiful red shimmer shade. I'm going to do that on the other half of my eyelid. I'm going to take this flat brush right here. This is by e.l.f. also. I'm going to spray it with a bit of my Maybelline Master Fix setting spray right here, so we can get the ultimate shimmer. Going in with the other side of the same brush, and I'm dipping into Ruby, which is the red shimmer, and I'm going to put it on the second half of my eye. Back into Fire, and I'm going to deepen up the outer V just a bit. I'm going to go ahead and take this fluffy brush, this Eco Tools fluffy brush, and sweep away all that powder underneath my eyes. This is a very, very fiery look. So my face is completely set, but I want to go over my cream contour with a powder contour. I'm going to take this Kat Von D Shade in Light palette, and I'm going to take these two shades right here, both of them on my brush mixed together, and I'm going to go over my cream contour. This is another palette that is extremely pigmented. Like, it's ridiculous, like, Jesus. And I'm going to go over my nose contour too with the same two shades. Like, do you see the pigmentation here? I need to chill out. highlight. I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6-color palette. I am in love with this palette. I have been using it non-stop. It's $16.99, so there's hair all over this thing, sorry. So beautiful, and it's very affordable. So these shades are amazing. I love this palette so much. So I think I really like Dream, and which is this one right here, and I really like Radiance. I also really like Vivid. I like Glow. I like them all basically. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm gonna use Dream and Radiance, which are these two right here mixed together. See that? And this palette is like more of a sheen. It's like, it gives you a nice sheen, which I like. It's not like just sitting on top of your face. It seems to like melt into your skin, especially when you put setting spray on top of it. And this palette is very brown girl friendly. They have a really, Radiance, which is one of the shades I'm using right now, is very, very dark, and there's a lot of like really golden tone shades. The only one that you couldn't use on your actual face is this one, Ethereal, but you could always use it as in the inner corner if you ever wanted to, in your inner corner. Yes. I'm going to take this NYX Ombre blush in Feel the Heat. This blush will work perfectly with this look. Look at this, the perfect like orange blush. I know this does seem more of like a summer blush because it is so bright. We have so much orange and brightness going on our eyes. I just had to use it. I think it will look really good with this look, and it will bring down our highlight just a bit. Finish up the eyes. What I'm going to do is take the three transition shades that we use. So I'm going to use Heat, Ablaze, and also Fire right here, one after the other, and run them along my lower lash line. And for my brow bone, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Pure. My brows in place, I'm going to use the Glossier Boy Brow in Clear. I love that brow gel. It will literally make your brows stay in place all day. To prep my lashes for falsies, I'm going to use the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. This is the collaboration with Makeup Shayla. I really like this mascara because it's a drier formula, so it's easier to control without getting it everywhere. Along with this wand. The wand and the formula of the mascara together are really, really good, and they actually lengthen your lashes. I love using this on my lower lashes too, which I am going to do. While my lashes are drying, I'm going to be using the Kiss number 11 lashes, by the way. I'm going to take this Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy, and I want a little extra pop in the inner corner, so I'm going to layer that right on top of Pure, which was the shade that we use in the 35O palette, just for that extra pop in the inner corner. I love that little pop of glitter in the inner corner. I want to put something in my waterline. I want to put a nude liner. This is the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks highlighter pencil. This is supposed to be for your brows, actually, to highlight underneath your brows, but I like putting it in my waterline. I don't have a really good nude waterline liner, and this works really good for that. Alright guys, so for lips, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Color Icon lip pencil. This is in the shade Berry Red. For lips, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Flame of the Game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am in love with this look. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Not something that you would immediately think about when you see that Morphe 3502 palette. This is more of a brighter type look. So a lot of looks that I've seen with that palette are more fall, more vampy. This one is kind of bright and out there. So that palette is extremely versatile, which is really cool. As far as my thoughts on the Morphe 3502 palette, I love it. I really enjoyed using it. It was simple to use. It was extremely pigmented, especially those mattes. I actually think that the matte shades that I used were more pigmented than the shimmers. I liked those shimmers, but I actually wish they had a little bit more of a pop. Even with a wet brush, I felt like I was still wanting a bit more, but they still worked out great, and I still love this look, especially paired with this bright, like fiery orangey red type lip. So yes, I really recommend that palette. That palette is like $23. After shipping, it's like $28, especially if you use one of the Morphe affiliate YouTubers codes. The total is like $28, which you really can't beat for 35 shades and with that pigmentation and blendability. Thank you once again for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.